This is my favorite hold down stick, and I use it all the time on the table saw and the miter saw. It's comfortable to use, holds down the pieces really well, and keeps my fingers away from the blade. I've had a few people ask questions about this, so in this video I'm going to show you how I made it. The material I'm going to use for this is just a scrap piece of hardwood. This is maple and it's a 1x2, so it's 3/4 of an inch thick, 1.5 inches wide. The hardest part to making this whole thing is going to be drilling the holes for the feet. These are at a compound angle, so they're tilted 20 degrees this way, and they're also tilted 20 degrees this way. Now my table on my drill press can rotate, so we can get 20 degrees of rotation this way, but we're also going to have to build some sort of a angled platform here so that we can tilt the other 20 degrees to get that compound angle. So let's make up some sort of a jig, and we'll start on cutting things out on the table saw for that. Stupid mistake. I tilted the table after I put my platform on here, and when I did that, my platform ended up not underneath the drill bit anymore. So I'm going to have to take these screws out, slide this platform up so that we're back underneath of the drill bit. Based on my previous version, the holes start about 5/8 of an inch from the end, and each one is about 0.43 inches up from either side. I got my piece of wood clamped to my platform, and I more or less eyeballed how straight it is with the drill press. All this setup is feeling a little bit hokey, considering I'm just kind of winging it at this point, but let's see what happens. The hole on the back end is a 5/8 hole about halfway through, and then a 1/2 inch hole the rest of the way through. The key component to this tool are the rubber feet, which are actually tire valve stems from your car. And I like these because they have a nice sturdy metal shaft, yet they have a nice rubber foot on the end, which provides good grip on your workpiece. And they thread just nicely into that hole that I drilled earlier. Although I will go back and put a little bit of epoxy on these so that they don't come out. And that's the 2 feet on the front. And then the foot on the back is another valve stem that I cut off just below the rubber portion. So all that is left is the rubber part. And that goes in the hole in the back. And with those 3 rubber feet, I find this to be very comfortable and pretty sturdy at holding workpieces. I finished this with a couple coats of Danish oil, which will help protect and keep it clean, but still provide a nice grippy handle. A couple of comments before I wrap this up. I think the whole setup on the drill press to get these angles right, waste of time. If you make one of these, I would just eyeball it with a hand drill. These came out just about as good as if I would have done it with a hand drill, so skip the setup and save yourself some time. Lastly, I don't think this is a very good push stick. It's really meant for holding stationary things like on a crosscut sled or when using the miter saw. Pushing something through a table saw with this doesn't feel quite safe,